14.
Hey. Yeah.
Nice. Wednesday night.
All right, we're here. What's up, guys? Welcome to Talking Cardboard Live. I'm John. This is Joe, and we're 100% obsessed with the hobby. No industry glaze, just real talk about ripping packs, chasing grails, trading at shows, geeking out over cardboard, vintage, modern, Hall of Fame prospects, whatever your PC is, we're here for it all. And that kid in a candy store kind of feeling. Y'all ready? Let's rip into it. This is Talking Cardboard Live, episode 5. How you doing, Joe?
Let's go. Doing well. How about you? Having a great day.
Good, man. It's good. It's sun's out in sunny Nashville, spring Nashville, Tennessee. How are things out in North Carolina?
It was beautiful today. About mid-70s. The pollen content's way up.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm all like stuffed up too, man. It's
crap all day, but hey, it is what it is.
There's literally something in the air right now. There's literally something in the air. But it's good to be here.
In the air. Starts tonight.
Baseball is certainly in the air. You got your Yanks taking the mound. You got Max Fried hopping up on the mound and taking on the who are you
Giants.
guys taking on the Giants? That's right. Yeah. That's right.
I don't know who's starting the mound for the Giants, but
nice.
We'll get something going.
Is it at Yankee Stadium?
No, is it in San Francisco? I think.
Oh, all right.
All right. I could be wrong. It might be Yankee Stadium. I don't know.
Nice. Well, it is exciting that
it
feels like, I don't know if you feel this way, but it feels like to me, because of the baseball classic, that it felt like it just kind of completely shortened spring training. It made spring training feel like it didn't even exist.
The season beginning snuck up because it was very quick because there was that separation, that 2.5 week separation of the WBC, that everything was focused on the international baseball, and there were still games going on.
Yeah.
In the backgrounds for the MLB, but a lot of the big stars and stuff were pulled to WBC, so that's where all the focus was.
Sure felt like it. I mean, it didn't really sink into me until this week that we're actually going live with the season tonight.
Right.
And but here we are.
It's in San Francisco.
It's exciting. The new season. Everybody's going to the World Series at this point, obviously.
I'm stoked.
Everybody is.
I'm super happy about it.
Yeah. So that's exciting. We got a lot of stuff happening in the hobby. We got some new releases that have come out for baseball. We got some lawsuits that are in the air right now. There is action in the air as springs come around, and we got a lot to talk about, but we're going to go ahead and start jumping into things here. Now, we talked about last week, one thing we talked about was the lawsuit that was happening with Whatnot, which was kind of crazy, but there's another lawsuit that there was some recent information about, but a different lawsuit entirely. This was the lawsuit alleging Fanatics was monopolizing the sports card industry, which, I mean, who could imagine that? Who could imagine that, right? But let's get a little update here from, I believe this is the New York Times giving us an update on this one. So let's check this out here. We're gonna go ahead and jump in here, get this up on the stage, and have a little chat about this. Now, a lawsuit alleging Fanatics leagues monopolizing sports card industry dismissed. I didn't really know all about this, so let's read about it a little bit. A New York
licensing.
Yeah, a New York federal judge dismissed all counts Monday on a lawsuit filed against Fanatics and all the different leagues, accusing them of conspiring to engage in a campaign to monopolize the trading card market for each of the 3 sports leagues to increase the price of cards for consumers. Who could imagine that their goal would be to maximize profits for them and charge us more? So...
That's the Panini lawsuit against Fanatics for the Scaturo. Come on, dude, give me a break. They basically bought up the sports card market away from Topps in 2001, 2002 when they consolidated Pacific, Donruss, Come on, give me a break. Go whine to somebody else, dude.
It's pretty hilarious that this is the lawsuit. These are the people that are bringing a lawsuit on that.
It's like, come on. Pot. Hello, it's Kettle over here.
You just feel so sad for him, Feel so sad for him.
Yeah, my heart's breaking over here, John.
So yeah. Anyways, water is wet, right? Water is wet. So
and the sky's blue.
Yeah, I think there's nothing really to see here. All right, let's move on to something that's a little more fun because the baseball season has just begun. We're going to talk about a little article that was brought to my attention that talks about the top 10 in the opinion of The Athletic, the top 10 most important baseball cards of all time. And this is another one where it's like, oh, it's somebody's opinion, right? It's somebody's opinion, but we get to chime in with our opinions on how we feel about these rankings and see if we agree or we don't agree with this.
We can vote on the MIC, most important card.
That's right. We can decide what we feel is right, but I do see some candidates up here at the top. Let's see what their ranking is. The method, we got some methodology here. So it was chosen by 8 of the Athletics writers and editors who are also baseball card collectors, as well as expert Ken Golden, founder of Golden Auctions. All right, fair enough. Mm-hmm. Each participant made up their own top 10 list with point values, and then the cards that appeared in the most individual list went into the overall list, which makes sense. So number 10, Willie Mays, 1952 Topps, classic, right?
Rookie.
Yep. Rookie card, one of the most iconic baseball card sets of all time.
Look how young he looks in that image. Holy crap.
But he also looks like he's 35 years old.
Yeah.
That's the thing that's funny about young people from even like the 80s is that when they're 20 years old, they look like they're 35. You know, it's just people were built differently then, I think. So anyways, that's interesting. And then here's Paul's already putting Paul Skeens in the top 10 baseball cards of all time.
Okay, there was a lot of hype around that card. There was a lot of publicity around that card. There was a lot of, let's just be honest, Topps produced garbage around that card.
Yeah.
I'm dismissing that from the list outright.
It just doesn't seem.
It's a great card, but
I mean, if this guy ends up being one of the greats of all time, maybe.
Yeah.
I just feel like that they have to have an obligatory card from the last year included, you know.
I love Skeens. I'm a huge Skeens fan, love the Bucks, but let's just not call that one of the top 10 of all time. Come on.
Now this one I can get behind. I can get behind this card. It's so funny. It is so funny that this guy was a nobody in the league pretty much. I mean, nobody's a nobody who makes the major leagues, but you know, relatively speaking,
relative to his brother.
Yeah. Relative to his brother is nobody in the league. And yet he somehow ends up with a card that's more famous than his brother ever had.
Yep.
Pretty nuts.
By trying to send a message to his brother.
That's hilarious, man.
That's how he explained it. He's literally sending a message to his brother in the photo shoot and angled the bat up just at the right time to catch it. And several layers of editing before they caught it. They printed some. I had one.
It's so funny, man. Yeah, I got one that's it's off to PSA. We'll see if it's real or not. What do we got here? 1968 Topps Golden Ryan,
sure.
Of course. Of course, this one's a big card.
Iconic.
Big card, perhaps the greatest pitcher of all time. You know, time will tell. But and then we got a Gaudy Babe Ruth. Wow, we have a card that's not a Topps card on here.
Right.
Interesting. Gaudy Babe Ruth, multiple cards. That's cool. I wonder how much the ground floor is to get in on one of these that's not like a total I mean, it's like maybe it's a bicycle spokes card.
So the last one that I saw was in the Charlotte show in October of last year, and it was a SGC 3, I think, and I think it was listed between $12,000 and $13,000.
Sounds about right.
Yep. Crazy.
That sounds about right.
The same person had a Babe Ruth rookie, 1919, I believe, or 18. That was somewhere. I think he had it listed around $170,000.
Insane, man.
Crazy.
Leaf Jackie Robinson.
Oh, look at that. And a 9.
9. That's crazy.
Oh my God.
That's not the most flattering picture I've ever seen.
No, but that's rookie Jackie Robinson and an SGC 9.
Insane.
Holy crap. That's amazing.
Yeah, that card's in amazing condition. I know, right?
Like seriously, a 9, really?
I mean, that card's got to be worth like $1 million, right?
I would think.
You would think it's got to be worth $1 million.
That's wow.
Yeah. I mean, he's a legendary player, broke the color barrier, all that stuff. Like, just insane Hall of Famer, you know.
Kind of mint condition card.
Yeah, mint condition card. That's crazy. We got a Hank Aaron rookie.
Oh, yeah.
It's big. That's huge. I mean, he should still be the home run king, honestly.
I love the 54 set to begin with. That just, to me, that's I like that set even more than the 52 Bowman. I know that's blasphemy in most circles, but I do.
I like that set. I do like that set. I do like it. I like all those old sets. I think they're great. So Hank Aaron, that's good. I totally agree. I would agree with this. Like, I feel like this is this card defines the junk wax era. It actually is like the crowning jewel on top of the junk wax era. And it totally has a place on this list.
The star rookie Griffey for sure.
Yep. Huge card. Huge card that pretty much anybody can still afford right now, you know, which is pretty cool too. As opposed to some of the other cards on this list, it's impossible to look at. But you can get a Griffey for under $100. You can totally get a Griffey for under $100.
Sure.
And then we got, of course, the 1952 Topps Mickey Mantle.
Yeah.
One of the most iconic cards of all time. Insane. Actually, I know a guy who picked one of these up very recently and is trying to sell it at this stage. And I'm like, well, you might be able to buy a house. You may be able to buy a house.
Yeah, for real. I mean, that's crazy. Good for him.
Yeah. It's pretty insane what you can get at estate sales sometimes.
There you go.
And then this makes sense. You know,
T206.
I want to know who the dumbass. They had 10 voters. Only 9 people voted on this card. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, how dumb do you have to be? Or was it only 9 people? Was it only 9? 9 votes. Maybe it was only 9. I might be the dumbass.
8 plus Ken Golden.
Yeah. Okay. That makes a lot more sense. I was like, wait, I thought it was 10 because it'd be like a rounded number, but
no, I mean, there's a set named after T206 because that is the most iconic card in baseball.
Griffey's only on 8 of them. That's interesting.
That is interesting.
Well, maybe there's somebody who's like skewing towards like older stuff or something.
7 for Aaron. I didn't see any votes for Barry Bonds rookie.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, there's more. There's probably more like candidates. Missing the cut. Here we go. Missing the cut. Ty Cobb, T206, Eddie Plank. There's some stuff that's missing.
14 Babe Ruth. There you go. Ruth's first.
Yeah, 51 Bowman.
Sporting News. Joe DiMaggio.
Interesting. I'm not seeing any more recent stuff. Be cool to Ricky Henderson. That Ricky Henderson card is pretty iconic. 84 Donruss Mattingly. I sold an 84 Donruss Mattingly this morning.
Did you?
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, and the Bo Jackson card is obviously very iconic.
Flexing with the bat.
Yeah. I'm surprised I don't see 86 Barry Bonds on here at all. That's interesting.
Pools.
Oh, that is a cool one to put on the list. The Upper Deck Reggie Jackson autographs.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, I suppose you could still
autograph cards ever.
Yeah, I suppose you could still pull those.
If you could afford a pack.
But geez, they're really expensive now. The 90
Upper
Deck
Deck boxes. Yes, if you sealed packs, they're thousands of dollars.
90?
Yeah.
No,
dude. If you pull a pack fresh Reggie Jackson autograph like that,
but I'm talking about the box. Like buying a pack of those is not that expensive.
No.
I thought no. So you were. It made it sound like you were saying that the packs are expensive. They're not.
No. Well, the packs would still be fairly expensive because they're sought after. Like they've not all been pulled. So.
Yeah. But all I'm saying, I was just mildly confused.
No,
is all I was saying. Yeah. No, you're good. You're good.
Look at them. They got the Mike Trout Superfractor autograph list. I mean, of course, that's an icon. It's a 1 of 1.
Yeah.
Rookie. I mean.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Some of the Shohei Ohtani. Of course, they're going to try to put an Ohtani in here. I mean, here's Golden's full list. I mean, it's pretty close to the list. I didn't have the Mattingly in there.
Flair Showcase Masterpieces 101.
Huh. Interesting. I guess that makes sense.
14, 16 Babe Ruth, of course. I mean, any rookie Ruth cards, give me a break.
Yeah. Other notables. Yeah, that was an interesting article. I think this one was a higher quality because I know we did one of these like when we first started the podcast. We did one of these lists where we kind of went through and followed it. And that feels like that one was better put together than one of the other ones that we did in the past. What do we got here next? We could talk about, I think one thing we could talk about is, yes.
No, I'm sorry.
Okay.
There's a John listening.
Oh, gotcha. That's funny. What's up? Oh, guys, we want to make a quick plug because we are in the podcast business and we're trying to get this podcast going. We wanted to just make a quick plug of our Patreon, which we just got live. We're pretty excited about it. And I'm just going to drop it into our YouTube comments. If anybody is interested in supporting the podcast, we're just getting this thing going. What we'd like to do is get to a level where we can do a fun free givey show every month, and do that with you guys. And we want to build up some cool perks for everybody. But just as we're getting going, we have some expenses regarding the podcast that we're trying to get covered as we're building up the show. And if you want to support us, that's a great way to do it. Costs just $5 a month to jump in and do that. So if you want to do that, we'd really appreciate it. And we're going to get back to talking here now, which is I thought it'd be fun to go through the Beckett Sports Card hot cold list for the week.
Alan.
It's kind of a classic here. Just here for Alan's just get here for the givvies. That's great.
I love it.
That's awesome.
Alan, if you're not follow John on TikTok also. Sasquatch is a collector. He's a good guy. John's joining from just outside of LA, California. You said
awesome.
Bernardino County.
Sweet. I lived in LA for 15 years. Nice, man.
Alan from Tennessee.
That's right. We do. Let's get another article up here. We're going to talk about the Beckett hot and cold list here for the week of March 23rd, which it is that week. So let's go ahead and go through this, and let's pop it up on the screen there first. Yeah,
hot and cold. It's like North Carolina weather.
Yeah, like Nashville can't freaking decide whether it wants to be spring or not. But I think the spring's finally here. All right, so the hot list, Heritage Baseball, I'd say yes. I mean, these cards look great. I like them. Yep. There's some really cool. I picked up some really dope short printed parallels over the weekend. I picked up one that was like I should have got a couple of them out to show. But I picked up one that was like a Luis Angel Acuna numbered to 77, like the black border refractor. Nice. And then I got another one that was like a Freedom one that had like sevens on the 7 or 76, or I can't remember what it was, like 70 something on the borders that looked really cool. I think those were numbered to like 76 or 77 or something like that. So there's a lot of cool, nice looking parallels. It's got all the top rookies in it pretty much that I can think of. I don't know if Antonacci's on there. Is he in there? I can't. I'm
remember. Not sure.
I don't know where his cards are. I can't find any of them. I don't know what cards of his even exist at this point. But
up here in North Carolina pulled a red refractor Roman Anthony autograph out of it yesterday, out of a hanger box.
Insane, man. Insane.
Crazy pull.
That's crazy. Yeah. So I mean, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of it so far. I like it. We've been having a good run of like selling them so far. Nice. So that's a good set. I think that belongs on the hot list. Aaron Judge. Sure. I don't know. I mean, he wasn't exactly great in the World Baseball Classic. He wasn't terrible though either. And let's be honest. I mean, if he starts crushing out home runs these first couple of weeks, his star isn't going to be going down anytime soon. He's still like his top seller on Whatnot. Like you put up a Judge card, it's probably going to get swiped on. No matter what it is. Almost no matter what Judge card you put up, it's going to get a swipe. It'll get a swipe. Yeah, for sure. Hidden Skeens probably too. Now I can't comment on Cooper Flag because I don't do basketball at all. Can't really comment on Wemby either.
Cooper Flag's hot. Wemby's still hot. Another name in basketball is Conkinipple, who's taken over. He's taken over the lead as far as Rookie of the Year potentially in the NBA. So we'll see how that goes. But Victor Wembanyama keeps plugging away, man. Dude's entertaining as hell to watch.
Yeah. Glad I kept out a hold of a few rookies of his. Now I can't comment at all on hockey because I don't know hockey at all. So I'm not gonna even bother commenting on these guys.
Cole Caulfield's had a great run here lately. Nikita Kucherov, he's been playing well for the Lightning. Tampa Bay's got a team that just keeps banging away wins. So I mean, they're behind Buffalo right now in the Atlantic Division, I think, but They're fighting for top division in the East also. So, the Kucherov's he's a top name in hockey.
Good to know. I maybe I'll remember it if I'm looking through a box and I see his name. I'll just try to see if I can't remember that. Tyler Shuck. Yes. There are a lot of people who ask for Tyler Shuck during shows. That's kind of interesting. You didn't think that of the quarterbacks that the Saints brought into camp last year that Shuck would be the starter over Rattler now, and that they actually feel confident enough in him that they're going to just kind of double down with him. But he looked good. I watched a couple of pieces of games that he was playing, and I was like, oh, this guy's pretty good. Like he looks like a capable NFL quarterback, which is about all you can ask for,
Yeah, I saw so little football last year. I can't even comment. I mean, I'll defer to you on the whole football thing.
Yeah, Shuck. But also on Whatnot, people ask for him a lot. They really do. I get a lot of requests for Shuck. And Don Chick, I mean, that makes sense. He's
on fire.
He's on fire, but also he's kind of their last hope too, because I think they're kind of in a position where they might need to squeak into the playoffs, right?
Sure. He's not going to lose any value regardless. That dude's had an amazing season this year. He's just been crushing it.
Yeah.
Win or lose, he's golden as far as his value goes.
Yeah. What a dumb trade. Maybe the dumbest trade of all time.
Maybe
the dumbest trade that they let that trade even happen. I have no idea how. That feels like that's collusion right there. That whole thing is just
that GM needs to be investigated or something.
It's so stupid.
John, he is basically an alien, and Flag is I mean, him and Knipp are going to be fighting until the very end of the season. I feel like for the MVP in the NBA. No. I'm not a big current NBA guy. I'm more of a '90s NBA guy, but those two are insane.
Oh, this is interesting that Algier is gone in free agency. I mean, they'll probably draft a running back to kind of back him up, but Bijan's good. Bijan's he's got a pretty solid market too, I'd say. Mm-hmm. I think people do appreciate him, and he's just such a stud runner. So I think he's not surprising to see him on the hot list. I don't know that everybody's like preseason super hyped about him, but cold list, I'm kind of curious. It's kind of curious to put Kyler Murray here because Kyler Murray actually has a new landing spot with the Vikings, and he could actually, if he becomes the starter in Minnesota, they've got a very capable offensive-minded coach, and he could very well. I think it's going to be very easy for him to supplant JJ McCarthy. The potential for him to have like a big bounce back is kind of huge. I'm surprised to see him on the cold list.
I agree. I think that his coach is one thing, but I also think he stinks as a quarterback. I mean, just at the core, I think as far as an NFL quarterback, his best bet would have honestly been to go back to baseball 3 years ago because he was a way better baseball player in college than he was football.
Yeah, well,
he was good, but I mean, honestly,
I think the dude's heart just isn't in the game is a big part of it, but.
Where he's played the last, for his period of time isn't great either. I mean, he played with the Cardinals, which basically
Cardinals suck. So that's why I think. I mean, he was a number one overall pick. I think he will, and he was a 2-time Pro Bowler too. So you got to remember that he's not a total bust or anything like that. So I'm actually surprised to see. I think this is a bad inclusion in the cold list to me. Trey Young, I don't know anything about his season to really comment. I know he got traded. I know Trey Young got traded to like the Washington, right, or something like that.
I think the Wizards.
I don't really know anything about him. And Christian Campbell, I don't really know enough about Christian Campbell. Did he get hurt, or did he just really suck in spring training? Or?
I'm not sure what the deal with that is. I'm kind of surprised to see his name up because he's still been selling quite popularly.
Yeah, I mean, I sell him still, so I don't know what. They should explain their picks. They should explain their picks. I think. A little better.
Beckett, they should, but Beckett knows more than we will, unfortunately.
They do. They would know. They would know because we're just a couple of guys with a microphone, Yeah. That's all that is. I think one other article I wanted to just go over because I thought it was interesting was this it's kind of a few different things that it talks about, but it's talking about kind of the big money in sports cards, which we don't really, I don't really think about this too much, but there are bigger pieces of the pie to this whole thing than I have any clue about. And let me just get the screen shared so I can show you what I'm seeing here. We're going to share it. We're going to get it up on the screen. But yeah, I thought this was maybe interesting to go through, just talking about inside the big money in the sports card boom. I guess the baseball, it starts off by saying that Shohei's 50th home run ball became instantly one of the most valuable pieces of sports memorabilia because that was the 50-50 ball, right?
Yep.
That was like the famous 50-50 club that he's the only member of, right? Yep. And it sold for $4.4 million. Freaking crazy. But it was a group of investors treating it as an artifact, as a cultural asset, which is pretty insane. Not even a collector. So yeah, you have all this convergence of like cultural influence, financial capital, and hobby expertise now intersecting, which I don't think they're wrong there. And you have a lot of publicity around celebrities getting involved. Obviously, you have athletes that are getting involved, and you have big people that are not necessarily, Logan Paul is an athlete, but you get just all these folks that are involved, including this guy, including Mr. Beast. Like Mr. Beast had that big, huge day on whatnot. And you get all these folks that you get the celebrity thing going on with it. And I guess Paul purchased a PSA 10 Pikachu card, and the transaction became later valued at roughly 16.5
almost 17 million.
Yep. Which is insane. I wonder how much he paid for it.
What's up, Stan?
What's the come up with that? What's if it's valued at 16.5, what did he pay for it?
Probably quite a bit close to that. Yeah, when he bought it, it was at the peak of the market for that. I mean, he was paying top dollar for that thing. I mean, it's like it was like who's the artist? Post Malone that bought the ring card from Magic the Gathering.
Oh,
$5 million. Flew the guy to LA, spent the weekend with the guy, hanging out. $5 million cash in a suitcase, bro.
Dude, that's insane. Yeah, and I remember the video of the guy like holding the card and shaking and all that stuff. I remember that. I remember that card. That's cool. That would be a fun way to like hang out with Post Malone for a weekend and freaking party with him and get $5 million in cash in a suitcase. That doesn't get better than that.
I mean, I can hang out with him or not, but the $5 million in a suitcase, I'm out.
Yeah.
Sorry, but it'd be pretty sweet to hang with him, though. I mean, if he wants to hang out and have dinner and, chill, hey.
I think it'd be fun as shit. That's just me. That'd be fun. But we have all these high-profile celebrities. Drake's appeared in high-profile card openings. Actress Emma Roberts and appeared in live card breaks. I'm assuming of like celebrity stuff, celebrity kind of cards, but maybe she's into sports stuff too. Who knows? DJ and producer Steve Aoki represents another type of crossover, rare art, sneakers, and pop culture memorabilia. I see he's got a collectibles venture built around his personal collecting interests and partnerships with PSA.
Yeah,
okay.
Steve Aoki also has an exclusive set with Topps.
Cool.
I'm Steve Aoki.
Yeah, at one point he even visited a shop alongside Kim Kardashian. Well, there you go. It's like you get the Kardashians involved. You got here's the thing: we got the Kardashians involved. We got Mr. Beast involved. We got all these people, these famous people involved. And here we are. We're in on like kind of the ground floor. We're in on like the the small fry and the small fish. But it's like it's fun. You can go. There's a lot of activity. I personally think it's good for the hobby to have high profile people interested in it because it all trickles down, and a lot of the people that are buyers, are people that follow these folks. So I think it's good for people who sell cards to have this kind of attention. But I do think along with that, the likelihood of continued where you have like, the celebrity just opened this case and it had a 101, or whatever. It's like
the preferential treatment is going to continue. It's business, is big business. There's millions of dollars in it. They know where to milk it from. Yeah. So but there's still enough of us that find great value in what we get, and if you're buying what you like rather than what's going to make you millions in the future, if you're there to invest, then invest. If you're there to collect, then collect what you feel like you enjoy, and let it make you happy. It doesn't always have to be worth $1 million to make you happy.
I agree with that. Totally agree with that. One other thing that I thought was interesting with this that I thought was worth mentioning is just mention of like the super, super high end. Just like with any area of life, there are levels, you know,
Sure.
and there are certainly levels to this game. And there are people that are dealing in $100,000 cards. You
Yeah.
know, the biggest card I've ever had in my hands was like a $5,000 card. You know, we have people that are regularly selling cards that are in the six figures,
Mhm.
and there are people that are buying them and have a big, deep pockets to be able to afford them. And you know, that's great. I mean, it's great for the hobby, but it's interesting. There's a whole, obviously, you get a card that's at that level as a collector, and you're going into like a whole other game.
Sure.
And then if you don't have some savvy around it, you could probably get squeezed pretty good, or you know, not know what you're getting yourself into.
If you're
And
going into that as a collector, quote unquote, and not an investor, you better know what you're getting into, or else you're liable to get fleeced.
yeah,
Because if you're going in as a collector, you're going as an end admirer. You're going to put that on a shelf somewhere. You're going to admire that until you pass away, whatever it is. You know, if you're going in as an investment, that's a different story. You're going in for the value side of it. But as a collector, you better know what you're getting into, because you know it may look great, but you don't want it to look great for 12 times what you should have paid for it.
well, I'm mostly talking about you have a card and you're trying to sell it, and you've never dealt in like high end like sales or anything like that. But I do think it works the other way around too. But we have to remember there are people that, you know, we could look back now and say, what an idiot. But like people who would pay like $6 million for a JPEG, you know,
Mm.
who are paying like $6 million for a monkey JPEG that was attached to a link, you know, which is basically what NFTs are, right?
Yep.
So, or tied to the blockchain, whatever you want to call it, you know. So there's that kind of level of utter stupidity that can happen.
No, yeah, you're exactly right. You're exactly right, Stan. You have to study cards. I mean, if you're going to be a serious collector, like a high value, you know, 5-6 figure collector, or you know, a dealer in those cards, you have to study them like it's a class, because you have to know what the heck you're talking about, man.
Yep. You gotta study up. I
You
mean,
do.
because
You
the
have to know what you're
stakes are
dealing with.
so much higher. The stakes are so much higher. You have more to lose.
Stakes are higher, margins are a whole lot smaller, and so you tend to lose a whole lot more.
Yeah, it makes sense. Well, and can you imagine you end up with that? You talk about your friend, your buddy who's got the Roman Anthony, right?
Yeah,
And that Roman Anthony, imagine he breaks his leg tomorrow, you know?
suckfest.
That card instantly loses probably a third of its value.
I'd venture to say even more than that for that kind of an injury. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, he knows it. I'm like, you know, he's bringing it by on Friday for me to look at it and to give him some ideas about what he might like to deal with it, or
Yeah.
to do to deal with it. But you know, I told him point blank yesterday. I was like, look, man, I said this is a time sensitive thing. He could get hurt at any point. I
Yep.
said he is one of the highest names in baseball right now. That's a really big card, but you got to know. I mean, and if it's not gradable at all, you have to you have to post that tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. You got a timer. You got a timer on this thing. Sometimes the high value cards are affordable, but knowing grades will help you buy what you feel may pay off some debts.
What's up, D? Dude, you're exactly right, Stan. And so we're up to 5. We're up to 5 viewers right now, John. If you want,
I was just, I didn't want to jinx us. I didn't want to jinx us because we have
No,
like
dude.
five
Dude.
viewers for the first time, and we're really grateful. It's like we're gonna celebrate every little moment
So, John,
along the way here.
Stan and Damien are part of my Whatnot crew, CCC crew.
Sweet.
John is a friend of mine off of TikTok, and then Alan, you know Alan. Alan's been hanging out with us for a long time. I love Alan.
Totally know him. Yeah.
So, you know, but these guys are joining for the first time tonight. And I appreciate you guys hanging out, man. It's cool. It's great. We've never had 5 people on before.
This is a big one. Big news for us. Big stuff for us.
That's
so
awesome.
thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. So I think that's all we need to talk about for that article. It was just interesting to kind of get some, like, because we're in the trenches. We're flipping cards on like a smaller scale. And then there's people that are like a much bigger level than us.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It's kind of interesting to think about it a little bit more, because at any point we could get thrust into this type of situation. And it sounds like from the situation you were describing, you've got a buddy who's approaching you to kind of advise you, this is a much bigger card than I'm used to having in my hand.
Yeah.
And what do I do with it? So I think that's something that I think any collector can relate to, whether
Sure.
that card is like there was a time where I've never had a $500 card. You know,
Yeah.
there's a time where I never had a $100 card. When I was a kid, I had one card that was worth like $60, and I was like, that's like, I'm never getting rid of it ever. You know.
See, as a kid, I never had a card that I knew was worth $60. Like if it was, I may have had it, but I didn't know it. But I never knew. Like I literally never owned. To my best knowledge, when I left in the military, I gave my 100% of my card collection to Richie, my cousin. And what do you do with it? Whatever. But I had cards from the '60s on up. There may have been cards in there worth whatever. I had no idea.
Sure.
I mean, the '70s and the '80s, we used to flip cards against the wall to see who won them. The corners, edges all dinged up. So, I mean, there were autos or numbered cards or anything back then. It was didn't have it.
No. Yeah, who knows? All I know is I had an '84 Fleer Don Mattingly at some point, and when I was a kid, and I felt like I was a high roller when I found that. But I pulled it back out of the closet like when '89 rolled around, you know.
Yeah.
But it wasn't in amazing shape, but it was in pretty good shape. I mean, still a good card from back then.
We used to carry them around in like brown paper bags or shoeboxes. So now they got Zion cases and slabs.
Oh yeah. I don't think I had any protective stuff for my cards when I was first collecting. I didn't even know what those were. Like I didn't even know those existed. I would just take them. I would take my cards and I would like sort them in a grid. Like I'd sort them by teams, and then I'd maybe sort them by positions or like, you know, I don't know. I like to sort the cards that I had and look at them and read the stats on the back and try to figure out I didn't have any idea what any of the stats meant. So I was like trying to figure out what they were. And you didn't have like the internet back then.
No,
so
it was all in cardboard.
Yeah, you just have to kind of guess. Yeah. Oh, okay. Average. Oh, I think I know what that is. That means how much they hit or something, you know? So
how
you're trying to
hit over yeah.
When you're a little kid, you're at least trying to figure it out. Yeah, I was trying to organize. I don't know. Like I just, for me, it was like I've always been a very visual person. So I always liked, just kind of, and I also discovered that I like a lot of the different teams. My favorite team was the Blue Jays at first, just because I liked their logo. I thought their logo was cool.
Yeah. That's so true, though, right? I mean, right, Alan? I mean,
rubber bands.
Rubber bands around and throw them in a box.
Did I ever use rubber bands on car? Yeah, for sure I did. For sure. I know I did at one point, but not like tightly. I know I've used them. Your mom threw them in the garbage. That's not uncommon.
I'm sorry.
That's common. But that's a sad story nonetheless. Very sad. All the cards that could have been, would have, should. I was actually talking to somebody earlier, and I had a Tom Brady. I bought a Tom Brady rookie when he was a rookie out of a box because I thought because I'd heard he was good. And I got him for like $2. I got a Brady number to 250. It was like a Flair showcase to 250. And number to 250. And I owned that card for like 5 or 6 years. I owned it for a while. I know when I sold it for like $400 or $500. It was after he'd won a couple Super Bowls. But now I think that card's worth like $15,000 now. Something crazy. It's worth something insane. It's like it's a $10,000 card now. But you can't get them back. you can't get them back. You go off to college and your little brother steals your Jordan collection. That's BS, man.
Damn, Stan. So Stan played college at the University of Memphis, or played college football. So football, Stan? I think it was football, right? Your big ass. He's about 6'9", 250 pounds, and has hands the size of small Volkswagens.
All right.
Not trying to say anything about the size of his hands or anything, but football, yeah.
Oh man,
Memphis, good dude.
So we got a little bit of time left. We're gonna close up the show like we do every week with a little just show and tell. I guess we don't have to tell too much, but we'll. It's just a little segment where we show off like a couple of cards that we each like and why we like them. And it doesn't have to have, we don't have to have a reason. It don't have to be a big dollar card or anything like that. But it's because really what it comes down to us is like, we do this for the joy of the hobby. Ultimately, I think that's why people like us stick around in the hobby. If you don't like what you're doing, you don't love what you're doing, you're not going to do it for long. And that's really what we're here to talk about on YouTube and out there in the world. If you're listening to us on our audio version, is the joy of the hobby.
And hey, throw in the comments. The 5 of you that are in here, throw in the comments the biggest thing that keeps you glued to the hobby or keep you attracted to the hobby. And I'll post each of them, but throw in what makes it so important to y'all.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I'll kick us off with Joe, don't hide nothing. I'll kick us off by showing off some of these. I think these are really cool, and it just so happens these are all from 77.
Oh, the stamps.
The buybacks.
Buybacks.
These are like the buybacks. I've gotten into these buybacks. I'm just like, because the thing is, I don't think anybody thinks they're worth anything. Like, because I find these in like quarter bins all the time. And I think that there's going to be like a pretty big market for these. And I think there's some people that do pay quite a bit for them. Like I've sold like the bigger players. Like I sold a Mookie Betts for like $40. Like, so like the 25 one, the 2025 stamp, but I just think they're cool. It's like, I think it's something that catches my eye that I like. It's like kind of melding a little bit of new shininess with like a vintage card. I think they look cool.
Yeah. That's very cool. I've got a couple of those myself. Actually, I'll show them to you when we talk.
Sweet. Yeah. So I've been like stashing these because I think they're like they're good. Like they're just something that I like, and I think they'll be a good long-term hold too.
They're a decent stash. Yeah, they are. They are. So my first is going to be a 2019 Leaf Metal Babe Ruth pre-production proof game, 1 of 1.
Oh, that's fun. I like all of the Leaf stuff and all the wild card stuff. I think it's
love it, man. I don't even care. It's unlicensed. Whatever. First of all, it's Babe Ruth. Second of all, it's a 101. I don't care that it's a Leaf. And it's pink and it's metallic and it's pretty. And that is gorgeous to me.
Yeah.
Love it.
Babe Ruth card. If it's a cool Babe Ruth card, who cares? Right?
It's Babe Ruth, dude.
It's Babe Ruth.
Look at that. Look at that thing. I mean, it's like crazy.
Yeah, it's nasty. I agree. And then the other thing, next card I wanted to show. Oh, here we go. Yeah, the community and networking I've been able to become a part of with others who love collecting as much as I do. That's what keeps me in the hobby. I got to say, I've made some of the most amazing friends over the last year, including Joe, including Alan here. You know, I've made some great friends. The price is going up on everything. I don't know. I don't know if those are things that he was saying are great about the joy of the hobby, but the price is going up on everything. That's not a great thing. I have a 2 out of 12 Kobe Carter. That's Kobe and Vince Carter, probably Leaf Pop 1 grade. That's sick, man. That's sick.
Wow.
So I wanted to show the next card I wanted to show because I do like these 24 karat gold action packs.
Oh yeah.
I think these things are cool. People also miss these a lot because they don't look a lot very dissimilar from like the regular ones. They just have like the little 24 karat gold stamp underneath it. But this is like one of my favorite players from like the early 90s, Christian Okoye, the Nigerian Nightmare.
Dude,
I used to think he was
like this freaking wide.
Yeah, he was like a house.
Literally as wide as a bus. It was amazing.
Like, how are you supposed to block for him? But you didn't have to block for him a lot of the time. He was like the bus. He'd just like make his own lane.
Exactly, John. I mean, it's building community, building family. I mean, connecting family, that kind of stuff, creating memories with your kids. That's what it's about.
So John, for anybody who's catching on the audio podcast, John drops in. It brings me joy we talk about just the joy of the hobby. It brings me and my boys together. We get to connect and talk and trade with each other and BS with each other. Like that's a huge part of it too. If you can share, if you can find people in your life that you care about and you could share this hobby with them, it's really awesome. Yeah. Sweet.
Yeah, exactly.
What else you got, Joe? What else you got? Hit us with something.
So my next one is I'm gonna diverge from the sports realm real quick. I got a CGC Pristine 10 Execute Pokemon card. Look at the faces on those eggs.
That's funny.
The images. It cracked me the hell up. I saw it. I was like, holy shit. I'm sorry. Holy crap. I have to buy that card. Absolutely adorable to me. I'll never sell it. That's literally going to go on my back wall. And I'm just going to sit there.
Great.
But it's still
awesome,
a CGC Pristine 10. So that made it worth about $20 instead of $14.
Nice. Big deal.
It made me happy.
Hey, it makes you happy. That's
exactly. That's the point.
Last card I'm going to share is and I think it's a little early for Christmas, but pick this up over the weekend in a $1 box. And
yeah.
I mean,
come here a minute.
During Christmas season, these will go for like $30.
John,
it's freaking insane.
Don't just hold that right there.
All right.
Bring it close to the camera, please.
Yeah.
Look at that. It's a Pacific prismatic Santa Claus.
I want it.
I need that, John.
Okay,
That's a done deal. That thing's gone,
we'll figure it out.
bro. Seriously, that's just set that in my stack.
These are sick. I think these are cool, man. I really
She
do
has
like
a
those.
Santa Claus card collection that's insane.
Oh, okay. All right.
That is
All
her
right.
gig, dude. If you see any Santa Claus or Christmas character card, buy it. I'm there.
But that Santa card is like, well, that was just like the biggest no brainer. Like I said, those things, like I remember when I was like, it doesn't even have to be like a big Santa card. Those things go for crazy on whatnot during the holidays.
No, they do for sure.
Yeah, that's a good one.
The top SSP, the top holiday SSPs and that kind of stuff. I mean, they're big money cards around the holidays.
Dude, I saw I really want this card. It was a downtown Santa. And I think they actually made like a licensed downtown Santa.
They do.
And there's a guy that does the local shows here that has it in his case. And every time I walk by it, I think it's a PSA 10 too. And every time I walk by it, I'm like, I want that. I want that card.
What's he got it for? Because I think it's the same guy at the Charlotte show. Like $12,000.
I can't remember. I really don't.
It's worth like, I mean, it comes between like 10, 12K. Yeah, it's insane. Yeah. Are you talking about the gold Santa?
I can't remember. I don't think it was gold. I think it was just a downtown. It was cool though.
There's a gold Santa downtown that I've seen. I think the Charlotte show. It's out of 10. But I
don't think it's a gold one. I think it's just a regular downtown. But I thought it was a PSA one. I can't remember. Yeah, I'll charge you $1 million for the Santa card.
Yeah, thanks, D. I appreciate you. We'll talk later. I got something for you when we get off here. You're still up. I know you're in Jersey.
What's your last card? What you got for us, Joe?
So my last card is one that I have. I mean, it's from my childhood. Stan, drool all you want. D, I don't care. It's a Michael Jordan 1988, 88 Fleer sticker. It's a Beckett 7.5, but it's second year Jordan dunking. That I was a Carolina fan from 83 on. I watched Jordan as a 14, 15-year-old, 16-year-old during this period of time. I mean, that's my guy. So and it's a sticker. Nobody likes the stickers.
I don't think that's a sticker.
Is that a sticker?
I don't think that one's a sticker. I think that's just the All-Star version.
Oh, that's the All-Star card.
Yeah, that's the All-Star. Not a sticker. But the stickers are cool. That's also a cool card. I just know with those because I really like those a lot. So I collect those. I don't think I have a Jordan. I'd like to get a Jordan at some point. Jordan's definitely a big. If I can find a cool Jordan, I definitely want to grab it. That's cool, man. That's cool.
Yep, I dig it.
Yeah, I love that too.
I got a lot the other day with the Jordans. I got this Jordan too. I'm going to show a fourth card. I don't care. I'm breaking the law.
That's a nice one too. Now that's like the regular one.
Yep.
That's in great shape too. That's probably like a $500 card.
It's an 8.
How much?
It's not. It's only about $250.
Oh, okay. All right.
But it's still a valuable card. Love it.
PSA 8s. I mean, I just thought that was a pretty high grade for that. So
no, it is an 8. I mean, it's an 88 Fleer. So it's
it's a good grade.
Third year.
Good grade on it. Yeah, third year Jordan. That's sick, man. All right. Well, I think we've gotten to the point where we showed off our cards. We talked a little bit about the hobby. We welcomed some new friends into the podcast. So
John, Stan, D, Alan,
fun.
Appreciate you guys.
It's been fun, guys. Hey, so before you guys all leave, because I know you guys are going to all leave here in a second, I just wanted to again, and for everybody who's checking this out on a replay, we did just set up our Patreon. So this is going to be our like little plug for what we're doing here. We're trying to build this podcast up. We have some expenses that we're incurring by getting this thing going. If you like what we're doing, we want to do this every single Wednesday night and have this be a thing where we can build a community together. If you want to support us with what we're doing here, the best way you can do that is obviously come back. But also, if you want to give us a little bit of financial support, we have a Patreon that's all set up, and it's $5 to support the show. And with that money, it goes directly towards us. We do have a little account that we need to pay for every month with this. It's just the beginning expense that we want to try to cover with this. In return, if you join our little Patreon, what we are planning to do is we're planning to do a monthly giveaway show. So we're hoping to ramp that up to where we can do a really cool monthly giveaway show where we can give you free cards every month. And just
for helping us out,
thank you. Just as a little thank you for helping us out. Also, you'll get a chance to like hang out with us and do a little meet and greet in a way. and be a part of the community that way. So just wanted to give a little plug for what we're doing there as we're building this thing up. This is episode 5. We've gotten through episode 5, Joe. High five. 5 people. We had 5 people attend.
That's
and
awesome.
Episode 5. And I think it's a huge success. Thanks, y'all. Appreciate everybody tuning in. I think we're going to get our goodbye music going, and we'll see you next Wednesday, everybody.
See you, John. Thanks. CCC, baby. Love y'all. Appreciate you. John, have a good night, man.
Good night, everybody.